Welcome back. Welcome in
to another podcast with Pastor Devon and Luke.
I don't like to be called Pastor Luke. I like Luke. I prefer Luke.
I prefer Pastor Devon at all times.
He likes the very formal. He's very he's big. Devon's big on respect.
Respect,
big respect guy.
That's what men need.
RESPECT. You know,
that's it.
It's true. That's a Mark Evans special right there. We got to get him on to do that. You know, men need respect and honor, and women need safety and security. We can do it. We can do all the Mark Evans-isms over and over and over again. But we're glad that you decided to tune in. I found a lot more people have been watching than listening. Yeah. People like to watch the podcasts.
I prefer to watch a podcast too, which we had talked about that before, and you're like, that's weird.
I don't know if I've ever sat down and watched a podcast.
Yeah, put it on throughout the day. If you're at work, you can watch it, throw it on the TV.
We're good looking guys. I get it.
It's true. That wasn't the angle that I was going for, but it is true. People would want to watch. And then we have some people who are excited about the podcast because we have special guests coming up, and we filmed one already, which they will know by the time that this comes out. But
we hope and we pray. We know. We don't even hope. We know that you loved last week.
Great.
What a absolute savage my papa is.
Yeah, dude. Really, really cool story. Great
90
testimony.
years old. 90 and a half. Really. His birthday's in April. Yeah. 90 and a half. And just absolutely ripping knowledge, memories.
Yeah.
That guy can't remember what he did 3 hours ago. And he remembered, he was like, this guy's name, my lawyer's name. And he wore this suit with this. I was like, dude.
How do you know all
that? He's
that?
Probably making it all up.
Yeah, there's nobody to fact check him. Yeah, so there's nobody none of that was real or none of that happened. Yeah.
He's the best. That was by far my favorite episode so far, just sitting there listening to him. Some of it I'd heard before. Some of it I hadn't, which is really cool. You know, different parts of the story and everything. I was talking to my dad after, and I was telling him about it, and my dad was like, oh, yeah, you didn't know that part? And then my dad said my papa told him something that last week about his story, like early on, that my dad had never heard, and it just... Awesome stuff.
And it was cool because we just got to sit and listen like you guys will and have. So it was really neat. And again, if you listen, great, but you should watch it because he gets fired up at certain points and excited. And
we get
emotional.
Cool to see. I get emotional at certain points. Yeah. It's
really,
awesome.
Really nice.
So if you have no idea what we're talking about, you need to go watch last week's episode and get blessed by it.
It's going to be a record-breaking episode.
Yeah, I think so. And we're going to film part 2 sooner rather than later, and make sure that we get that in the bank.
People want to hear that.
Yeah, people want to hear the rest of the story. We only got to getting out of prison.
Yeah, we didn't even get over to America.
We're not even in America yet.
Yeah, okay. It's going to be a 9-part series.
Guy went for 58 minutes and just made it out of prison. So,
but it was really impressive. I mean, like you said, he's 90 years old, but he's going and telling the story, and then he's jumping into something else, and then he goes back to the story, and I'm like, I lose my train of thought after 5 seconds. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
No, I don't.
Here we go.
Was this the podcast?
Yeah. So it was really cool.
So make sure that if you haven't listened, that you do get caught up on that, and we do thank you. I know we do it every week, but we do thank you for watching, for listening. It means a lot to us.
Yeah.
And I apologize for the way I'm dressed today.
Why are you
It's not just because it is Friday today, but here at the not casual Friday. We got an away game, a little overnight trip with the boys varsity team that I coach. So nice. And it's really cold out. We're going up to Massachusetts. We leave this afternoon, drive up there. We're going to practice at Gordon College tonight. And then we're going to stay overnight. And then tomorrow we play Covenant Christian up north of Boston.
Okay.
So should be a little NEPSAC game, little New England game. And we'll see.
Pretty confident from
they
Coach
had,
here.
Well, we've put in what we need to put in, execute it. We'll see how they execute it.
First game of the year?
First game of the year. So we'll report back next week. By the time we film the next podcast, we'll have played a couple of games. So
yeah, I'm sure you guys are doing.
We'll check back in. Unless we're 0-3, then I will have nothing to say.
He won't ever wear his coaching gear again. He won't even remember that he's coaching.
But I'm excited. It's fun to interact with the boys and teach them some stuff about basketball, but also hang out with them. I mean, you coach
girls varsity soccer. We had a great year. Finished 9-5-2. Made it to the New England tournament, made it to our tournament, and the girls did great. I was very, very happy with how the team showed out this year. So it's fun. It is. Don't say what I say.
Jinx, by me.
It's fun. And then we have one more special announcement, because we mentioned this a couple of weeks ago that if you wanted to sponsor an episode, you could. And we had some people who were interested.
We kind of mentioned it half jokingly. Because we didn't think, we don't want to say, hey, if you want to sponsor, like serious, and then have nobody email us, and then we'd look like dopes. Yeah. So we kind of like jokingly said it, thinking no one would do it.
But it's if you have a small business, if you're trying to make things work, like it's advertising. There's hundreds and thousands of people who watch
us.
Millions. 1.6 million people watched this last week, and so it's free advertising for well
it's not free.
It's not free. It's advertising, but it's what you pay for that.
It's
anyway.
Free advertising for $150.
Yeah. No. So exactly. So it's advertising for people. So who's our sponsor today?
Today's episode is brought to you by Dave Grant Catering. The holidays are coming.
You need food for your family.
They do weddings, they do Christmas parties, they do banquet, they do all the big events, but they also have quick trays, take-home trays, meals. If you're running around shopping, you're busy on the holidays, you can go to Dave Grant Caterers and they will hook you up with, you're having some family over Christmas Eve or maybe the day before. You don't want to cook or prepare Christmas Day. They can hook you up.
New Year's Eve party. Get a catering. Super Bowl's right around the corner.
Super Bowl's in February.
You're going to want to cater that.
NFL playoffs.
Call Dave
March
Grant
Madness
Caterers.
is coming around the corner. All these different...
Winter Olympics.
4th of July.
Dude, are you on board with the Winter Olympics? Catering for the Winter Olympics. Who doesn't want to watch
Winter or Summer Olympics?
Some figure skating.
What's better?
Winter's way better,
You're
dude.
out of your mind. I can't talk to you about sports anymore.
I can't wait. February 6th through the 22nd. Tune in to NBC.
World Cup this summer. We got quite a year ahead of us. And
you're going to be busy.
Grant Caterers can meet all your needs for it. They're going to throw the logo up, the website up, take a picture, screenshot it, go there, send an email, let them know what you need, what you want. They can hook you up. Dave Grant Caterers. We appreciate you. Also, this is for local. If you're local to this area, or if you're watching us from Florida, don't place an order. They can't ship
call
you.
Dave.
A plate of chicken parm.
We don't know that for sure.
Well, I guess call and see, but
check in.
I'm almost positive that that's not possible because I've tried to do that with a couple of
different places.
Yeah, Andy's.
Dang, dude.
McAllister's. Mateo loves McAllister's.
What was that? Wahoo's? Remember that?
Whoa, Wahoo's fish tacos. There's one in Jersey.
Is there?
And I went.
Why have we not gone?
I went on my way home. On my way home from the Jersey Shore a couple years ago.
Wishing I had a
Wahoo's fish tacos, the best bowl, or like In-N-Out. Like somewhere like that.
In-N-Out is so garbage, dude. If you like In-N-Out,
when you get off the plane in California and you go to In-N-Out, it hits.
Gross.
It hits.
Now the bun is like stale. The meat is.
This guy's crazy.
Nah,
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
French fries taste like those little.
I don't even honestly know why we have him on the pod. Food, sports. His takes are just ridiculous right now. Good thing your biblical knowledge is decent.
Catering orders from restaurants.
I'm saying I wish that I could, but instead I'm going to go to Dave Grant Caterers and get exactly what I want, and you can too. So thank you to Dave Grant Caterers for sponsoring this episode of the pod.
This is reminding me of our topic today.
Yes.
Because you just want to fight, it seems like.
What a segue.
It seems like you just want to fight.
It's almost like we're professional podcasters.
It seems
My goodness.
It seems like you just want to, argue, and conflict is what we're going to talk about today. Pastor Luke brought this to me today, and he was like, hey, do you want to talk about this? Do you want to? And I was like, yeah, let's get into it.
Let's
talk about conflict.
Here's my thought, right? Okay. We're not very conflicty people.
We're not
confrontational people. No, me and you.
Not really. When we need
to be.
I think it's for me. And again, my wife can attest to this, and I apologize, okay? But it's like sometimes I'm like I wake up in a bad mood, or I'm in a bad mood, and that's when I want to just like fight. Like I just want to argue.
Sometimes you wake up on the wrong side of the bed.
Okay, dude.
Nicole, message me.
And sometimes when Luke doesn't have his iced tea or eat his food at the right time,
I get hangry.
He gets hangry. So
yeah,
we can
if
all
I don't
yell
have
at each
lunch
other.
by 1 p.m. or caffeine by 10 a.m.
I've never met somebody in my entire life who loves a lunch more than Luke. Like, it's like lunch is great, sure, but
Mateo, what time is it?
It's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
Lunchtime. Dude, he's obsessed with lunch every single day. Well, I'm going to pick up lunch. I got to go eat my lunch. I'm doing this. And I'm like, dude, I could breeze through lunch, no problem.
Maybe that's why you're cranky all the time.
Yeah, probably, Luke.
Your body needs sustenance.
I haven't eaten anything except for a pack of Gushers last Tuesday. Yeah, I'm hungry, dude. Okay.
You need Dave Grant caterers.
I need Dave Grant caterers because I'm hangry all the time. Yeah. Now I have the worst eating habits, so this is not what we're talking about. But I'll do that. I won't eat anything all day. I'll drink a coffee. That'll rip through my stomach. There's nothing in my belly. And then I don't eat anything, and then I go home and just like eat a mouthful of like chocolate-covered pretzels and
milk.
A
Good
ramen.
to go.
Yeah, spicy ramen.
Good to go.
And then I go to sleep. Yeah,
your body needs the nutrients. But my thought was, Christmas time is incredible. We love Christmas time. I love Christmas time. You love Christmas time. Everybody loves Christmas time.
I do.
However, Christmas time, because of the stress of it, because of family interactions, past drama, this, that, and the other.
Okay.
Christmas time can be an incredible time, but can also be a time for conflict just because of the nature of the season. People are running around everywhere. They're trying to get everything ready. You're spending money, which makes people cranky to begin with. You're in traffic, or there's crowds of people, which I don't like big crowds of people. Like my wife will tell you, like when it's Friday or Saturday and she's like, "Oh, we got to go to the mall." I'm like, "No, we don't.
Yeah.
I do not. I can't handle it." So like that, putting yourself in those situations or interacting, with family or something like that, putting yourselves in those situations can create conflict and can be difficult. And some people have written in and mentioned like, hey, can you guys talk about
conflict?
How we as Christians should go about dealing with conflict?
I think the joke always around this time of the year too is like everybody's got that uncle or aunt that shows up
1,000%
at the Christmas party, and they're just going to start sharing their political ideas, or they're waiting to make a comment about something. And so there's always that thing.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that in your family,
or that grandma that's like,
you.
"Oh, you're going to eat another plate of that?"
Yeah,
like,
you're like, chill out, grandma.
Yeah, for real.
I'll punch you in the head. Stop talking about that. But so when it comes to conflict, I think you had a verse that you wanted to read
I had a
first,
verse right here.
But then I have something else that I wanted to share as well when it comes to conflict.
Well, my verse was what I was thinking about is right, as Christians, everything that we do, we should try our best to mirror Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course.
He's kind of the best example of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we should try our best to mirror Jesus. And so when I was thinking about the idea of conflict, I was thinking about the idea that Jesus never reacted, right? Like he never had some knee jerk, like, "What did you just say?" Or, "Oh my goodness." Like he never reacted. He always responded, right? So, the idea of when I have conflict with somebody, I can certainly... Our two main reactions for most people are lash out or shut down.
Yeah.
Right? I'm either not going to talk to you or I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah.
Right? And so how do we mirror Jesus in the sense of how do we pause, maybe take a breath, maybe count to 10, at least count to 5?
Yeah.
How do we respond with questions? How do we speak truth, speak to the issue. You got conflict. Somebody's coming at you for something that you didn't do or something. Don't just cower down to them, but how do I speak truth with grace like Jesus did? How do I ask questions? How do I take 10 seconds before replying? How do I ask things like, "Hey, help me understand this more," or things like that? And so the verse, that I thought of is James 1:19. It says, "Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry."
Yeah.
In that's how Jesus showed us how to deal with people. I mean, people came at Jesus pretty aggressively, whether it was, the religious people of the day or whoever. People came at him with questions and with conflict and wanting wanting to stir it up and wanting to get him going. And Jesus always responded with a question back, with grace, with love. Again, speaking the truth, but with a tone of, hey, listen, I want to resolve this conflict. I want to help you, not hurt you. Yeah. And I think a lot of the times when we lash out at people, or when we're super aggressive, or when we have to say what we want to say, we hurt people, and we hurt ourselves we hurt our witness, and we hurt our relationship with that person.
Yeah. And I think with communication, it's big, especially when it comes to conflict, is sometimes we have a conflict with someone and we want to communicate with them the way that we think is best. And some people, their form of communication or how they handle conflict is completely different. Like I was talking to somebody recently and they were like, yeah, this person, they made a comment about me and they said this, and I just wanted to come back and continue to argue and talk about it. And they kept saying, well, I need some space and I need to do this. I think sometimes we have to understand that people communicate differently, and there's people who they won't listen to you. Like you could be saying the truth, but if you are coming at them in an aggressive way, you could be sharing and loving and trying your best to communicate God's love to them, but you're doing it in a way that you think is best. They might not receive it. They might never hear it. They might look at it and be like, why would you say it to me like that? Why are you talking to me this way?
And if you truly care about somebody and love somebody, whether it's a friend, a loved one, you ought to try your best to have discernment and figure out what sets those people. Like I have 3 people in my household, right? My wife, my son, my daughter. I know how to push all of their buttons if I want to.
Because you know them.
Because I know them the best. So if I want to be a jerk and I want to cause conflict, I could easily cause conflict.
Yeah.
But all 3 of the people in my house react differently to different things in different situations. Yeah. And so I have to approach all of them differently. Why? Because I love them. Like if you love somebody, you care about somebody, certainly there's going to be conflict. You're never going to live in this perfect world. But how do I approach that, again, with grace, with truth, with love? Say what I need to say, but say it in a way and in a tone and in a manner that shows them respect, is a good example of how Jesus handled things, and also is trying to resolve whatever problem it is.
And that takes a lot of effort. Like it does. Yeah. And so some people they're not willing to put in that effort, or it seems like in certain circumstances, you have family members, you have friends who they have conflict, and it doesn't seem like anything is getting better or it's not resolving. It's going to take effort, not only on their part to try their best, but it is going to take effort on your part to keep giving them the chance, keep giving them the opportunity. It's not time to just shut things down and, I guess we'll just never address this. I guess we'll just never talk about it. No, it takes effort on both parts.
Listen, I mean, you want to talk about the trifecta, okay? My wife's going to kill me. Yeah, I have a premenopause wife at home. I have a teenage 13-year-old newly teenage son.
Yeah.
And I have an 11-year-old preteen daughter.
Yeah.
You want to talk about emotions.
And then that dog you have.
And then I have a perfect dog and a demon dog at home.
Dude, man.
So I'm not usually the one causing the conflict, but I am usually the one that has to try to simmer down the conflict of like, hey, you don't talk to your mother that way, or hey, babe, it's okay, like he's gonna be all right, or Harper, don't stop doing, that you have to, like you said, everything worth having in life takes work. And so if you want to be the best husband, the best wife, the best son, the best daughter, the best loved one, the best worker, friend, whatever it is, you got to take time to not worry so much about being right or your own reactions or your own feelings, and start to care about the feelings of the people that are around you. Learn how to handle conflict in a way that will cause the less amount of explosion.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what, so when we were talking about this topic, it made me think of peace. Like, okay, so then how during this time, if it's stressful for people, maybe it's stressful financially, maybe it is stressful because you have to get around your family that you don't agree with about some things. But how do we be peacemakers? And so it made me think of Matthew 5:9. It says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God." And so I wrote this down. Peacemakers, again, in certain circumstances, are not just trying to keep things quiet all the time, but they are trying their best to restore peace. So if that means being quiet, then that's what they need to do. But if, excuse me,
You okay?
Cut this part out. I'm fine. But instead of, again, Jesus in his life, like you said, sometimes he asked questions and he just got to a deeper understanding of why they were coming at him. Sometimes he corrected in different ways, or I thought of like Jesus running into the temple and they're doing different things. He needed to restore peace. He needed to, although that was conflict, although that was something that he had to do, it was, again, he wasn't just trying to, well, we'll just push this under the rug. No, he knew, okay, I need to make peace in this situation. Yeah. What do I need to do? How do I need to do that? What can I do to be a help and not hurt the people around me?
Yeah.
And so if that's what we're trying to do, then be a peacemaker.
It's a really, really good, it's a really tight argument. Yeah. It's a really good example because, a lot of times we think of Jesus, especially Christmas time, like, oh, gentle Jesus, meek and mild, right? And for the most part, he was. But there are going to be times in your life where, like Jesus, you have to handle conflict with peace and with love and with grace, which we see him do over and over and over again, asking people a question. Yeah. Well, why do you see it like that? Or what does the Bible say about, he's asking. Yeah. We see him, the devil obviously is trying to get him in conflict when he's in the wilderness, and he combats him with Scripture. The Bible says, the Word says, Scripture says, over and over and over again. And then other times we see him walking into a place and flipping tables over because, again, the situation that you're in calls for a different... Every situation you're in is going to call for a different response, or at least a part of a different response. Yeah. And some responses might say, when I'm dealing with my kids, I might have to say, hey, enough. Yeah. And that's how I have to deal with that conflict. Other times I might have to sit them down and go, hey man, what's going on at school? Like, you don't seem yourself. Yeah. And other times you might just have to sit there and, cry with them or talk to them or whatever. If you truly love and care about the people around you, you ought to figure out how to handle conflict biblically, spiritually, the way Jesus did. He's the best example. And I think that when we do that, we're a better witness for him, and it will eventually, there'll be a trickle-down effect where it will create less conflict in your home and in your life.
And nobody likes to live in tension or in conflict.
Some people do, but they're psychos. Yeah, but you need to get saved.
They're psychopaths and they're weird. But nobody likes to live in that. So have the conversations that you need to have, even if it might be uncomfortable. Do the thing. This is the perfect time of year for that. Is let's open up and let's talk about what's going on. Let's try to figure this out. Let's sit down. Let's have a coffee. Let's talk through some of this stuff instead of just saying, you know what? All right, great. Another Christmas season. We'll just brush it under the rug.
Let's get a tray of food from Dave's Grant's Catering and let's hash it out.
I mean, let's do it. Let's order up some Wahoos from New Jersey that I don't get invited to go to.
I wonder how much Uber Eats would be from New Jersey to Connecticut.
$273.
All right, we're gonna look that up and see, and we'll give you.
We'll give you a total.
Yeah, but we hope that your Christmas is full of minimal conflict. But if there is any, try to handle it like Jesus handled it. Try to ask questions. Try to respond slowly. My dad used to tell another Mark Evansism is when I was younger. He would always tell me, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason.
Listen twice as much
as you speak. Sometimes it's good to just shut up and listen to the people around you. And,
don't say shut up. That's a bad word.
Don't say shut up. Do you know that I had a woman come up to me at church on Sunday, and a couple weeks ago when I was preaching, I was talking about how I don't like my kids to be tattletales, and how when Harper was little, she would come and tell on Brody, and I would say, quit being a tattletale. Like, nobody, if you come tell on him again, you're going to be in more trouble. Well, he took my toy. Then take your toy back and push him. I said it like half, tongue in cheek or whatever. And a lady came to me in church on Sunday, and she had the hand of her daughter couldn't have been, she was, 5, 6 years old. And she was like, I was listening to the sermon online the other day, and my daughter was there, and later that night she shoved her brother, and I was like, hey, we don't do that. And she said, Pastor Luke said on the thing, he took my toy, so I took it back and I shoved him. And I said, you never know who's listening.
You never know who's listening.
Out of the mouths of babes.
Yeah, so Wednesday nights, I'm in youth group, so Wednesday nights I listen on Friday mornings. I listen to the sermon that is like the study hall on Wednesday nights. And so in the car, sometimes on the way to school, I drop my son to school, and will listen in the car. And
I'm sure he loves that.
He does. He does. He doesn't know what's going on.
He's like, shut Pastor Mark off and put Blippy on.
Yeah, he loves it. So, and your dad, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago said, shut up in the thing. And he was like, Uncle Mark just said a really bad word. And I was like, it's okay, buddy. I'm like, he's like, he calls him Uncle Mark.
He said like, Uncle Mark said way worse.
Yeah, I was like, you should really hear what he has to say. No. Dude, well, Merry Christmas, everybody. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. We got a fun little game to play with Pastor
I don't know
Luke.
anything about this.
He knows nothing about it.
I hate when I don't like when we don't.
All right, so I made a top 5 list.
Okay.
Well, actually, Mateo, go ahead. Tell us the prompt.
It's the same top 5, but you don't say what the category is.
Yeah, you have to guess what the category is. Okay?
All right.
So I'm going to start with 5.
Okay.
All right, and work my way down.
And I have to try to guess it before you get to 1, or
does he guess after, or what?
You can guess along the way.
All right.
Okay. Number 5, the inside of a hot pocket. Just gonna throw that out there.
Top 5 warmest places.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I'm just gonna. I'm not saying anything else. We can go back to the list after.
All right. The inside of a hot pocket.
The inside of a hot pocket.
Also could be the top 5 coldest places.
Okay.
A heated up hot pocket or a frozen?
A pop
pocket?
A Polly Pocket.
Sound like Moses.
Inside of a hot pocket. Number 4, a hotel AC unit.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3, I'm going to get in trouble for this. Cat people. Okay. Number 2, Loki from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Like you're saying Loki, like how the kids say Loki, like Loki.
No, like Loki, Thor's little brother.
That's Loki, not low key.
His name is Loki.
No, you definitely said low key.
Taekwondo. All right.
Karate.
Ice cream cone. All right, moving on. Loki from Marvel. All right, and then the phrase, yeah, that was my last piece of gum. Okay.
I'm crying.
You want me to recap the list one more time?
No, I think I got it. Inside of a hot pocket.
Inside of a hot pocket. Hotel AC unit. Cat people. Loki from Marvel. And the phrase, that was my last piece of gum.
All right, give it to me.
No, you got to guess.
I don't know. You know?
It's a lot of different things.
Do you know?
No. I just gave the prompt.
Let's.
That's very creative. Mine is not that good.
Let's work this out.
Okay. So, inside of a hot pocket, very hot.
But not if it's not cooked yet, it's frozen.
I think it's... Is it cooked?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay.
So it's cooked.
So hot.
Inside of a cooked hot pocket.
It's
hotel
like,
AC
like
unit, cold.
Okay.
Cat people, weird. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not if you have one cat. But if you have like more than 3 cats,
but I don't know what other traits.
Dude, 6 or 7.
All right, dude.
Okay, sorry.
I watched a video.
He said
the other day.
low key.
Listen. on cat people. All right, actually, we'll get to it and then I'll share my story.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay.
Cat people.
Okay, cat. So hot pocket. I don't.
Loki.
Wait, what are the last 2?
The last one is Loki from Marvel. Number 2.
Marvel.
And then
who's
number
like
1.
He's like a shapeshifter or whatever.
Is the phrase, that was my last piece of gum.
It's like disappointing. Like.
You ready?
A lie? I don't know.
Things I don't trust. Okay. I don't trust the inside of a hot pocket. Like, I don't trust that it's
What does the gum thing have to do with not trusting?
What dumb thing?
The gum. I said
I
gum.
Don't trust,
Are you okay?
I don't.
When you had that episode before coughing, did you have a seizure? What is happening right now?
Listen, inside of a hot pocket, is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? I don't trust that it's actually going to be warm.
That's why you always cut a hot pocket in half before you eat it.
Is it going to be 432 degrees and burn the roof of my mouth where the skin flap just falls right down?
I hate that.
Yeah,
that is
dude.
the
You guys
worst.
ever do that? Flapping in there.
I hate it. It's like shredded.
Hotel AC unit, is it going to stay on for the whole night? We don't know. Is it going to cut off? We don't know.
How about
is it
this
going to be 42 degrees in your room?
How about? Can I give you this one? Hotel AC unit?
I'm not done with my list. Cat people, okay? Listen, this is why I put cat people on here. Is because I watched a video the other day on YouTube, and this lady was talking about Like she had like built this amazing structure, and I was like expecting the way she was talking. I'm expecting her whole family was living there with her. Like it was like this amazing like off-grid cabin. That's the stuff I like to watch, and she's like, it's been such a great thing for us in our community, and it's been a real community builder. And then it just shows her and 4 cats.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? No, I thought you were talking about your kids, lady.
That's what I mean. If you have one cat, fine, but more than 3.
Loki from Marvel. If you've seen any of the movies, you can't trust that guy.
He's a villain.
Sometimes he's good. He shows back up. You thought he was dead. He's back. And then this last one, the phrase, that was my last piece of gum. You're lying. You just don't want to give me your gum.
Now you're just making general assumptions about people.
You agree? Because I do
you
it
really
all the
think
time.
Somebody that had one last piece of gum?
I do it all the time.
All the time.
I would say you want to split it.
Hey, high school kids, middle school kids at school, what happens when you take out a pack of gum? Everybody's like, yo, let me get one of those pieces of gum.
Why can't you rip it in half?
I don't know what school you're going to, but that's what...
That was definitely Bridgeport Central.
School of Hard Knocks.
You ripping... Why can't you just rip it in half? You're talking about
Who wants a half a stick of gum?
How about I chew it for an hour, you chew it for an hour?
Nah, big league chew. Everybody needs a big league chew pack.
Just the big wad in
your
mouth.
Big wad of gum. Yeah. All right,
that's wild. Can I just make a quick?
Yes, you can comment.
Quick
whatever
statement.
You need.
Number 1, you should never just dive right into a hot pocket. You should always cut it in half first before you eat it.
Who cuts it in half? They give you the holder.
No, you should cut it in half because you need, like he's saying, you got to see if the middle is even cooked, or put your pinky on it, see if it's too hot. Because he's right, burning your mouth is the worst thing in the world.
Dude, I've never heard of anybody cutting open a hot.
You got to cut it in half. I cut everything in half. They bring my cheeseburger at the table, cut it in half.
That's
steak, cut it in half.
Milk in the cereal bowl first.
No, I don't put milk in the cereal bowl
Sleeping with
first.
socks on.
I don't sleep with socks on. I don't do any of these things.
Toothbrush, toothpaste, no water, straight in.
What?
And who cutting a hot pocket in half.
Do you know someone that does those things?
Murderers. And you've just added another one to
I
the
cut
list.
everything in half before I eat it for the most
part. Let's go through the list.
A burrito, Chipotle, huge hack. Ready? Cut it on an angle. That way, that pointy bit at the end is easier to bite into. You don't get burrito all over your face. Boom. Number 1.
How
number
are you
2.
Eating? It's fine.
Just bite into the burrito, dude.
It gets all over your face. You're telling me that when you cut a burrito straight in half and it's just circular like this, where do you bite?
I don't cut it in half at all.
Nobody cuts it in half, dude.
Now you're talking about psychopathic behavior. because you know how much extra, you know how much nasty extra
cup.
Extra nasty tortilla.
Snickers bar? What are you, George Costanza?
I'll eat it with a knife and a fork. I eat my Chick-fil-A nuggets with a fork. I don't like when it gets in my hands.
Pizza, you cut pizza.
But I will say this.
I
will say this. A hotel air conditioning thing, just away for Thanksgiving, in a room with like the bed is in this room.
We're not staying at the same levels of hotel.
I know. Okay? I'm just saying.
I'm staying at a Super 8 over here.
This room, yeah, but get this, right? This room here's where the bed is. This room here, little couch, TV, right? 2 separate AC units.
Genius.
This room, it's cranking all night. The fan's on. The fan is on high because I like the noise, right? It's it's going all night.
Cold.
This room set the exact same temperature. Fan set to the exact same. Not running.
What are we doing?
Can't trust it.
Can't
hotel
trust
ACU
it.
unit.
That's why it's on the list.
It's 2 separate rooms, like with a wall and door in between. Or it's
it's like an open. I mean, there's a sliding door, but you never shut it. It's huge. It's a big.
Yeah, so the other fan isn't running because the other one is doing the work.
2 separate pads on the wall. 2 separate things.
Thermostats.
Yeah,
they're probably
because it's saying it's already at that temperature. It doesn't.
I'm turned it off auto and put it on high, and so the fan kept running in there and kept.
Can't trust it, dude.
One day, you guys will stay in a hotel like that one day, then you'll.
Yeah,
know what
by
I'm talking
hotel
about.
I meant my car, and the AC won't turn.
That was crazy and kind of pointless, but that's okay.
What was pointless?
How was I ever gonna guess that?
I thought it was just a fun game. I didn't realize we were just.
There's no game. There's no way I was gonna guess.
I have one, but there's.
You made one too?
Yeah, it's not even close to as creative.
Are we having? Did you know about this, Spencer? Are we having staff meetings podcast staff meetings without me now?
Yes. All right, I'll go from 5.
Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m.
Go.
Taco Bell.
I know where you're going.
Things that make you use the bathroom.
No.
Kind of.
Oh, I thought I got it on the first guess.
McDonald's.
It's
Okay.
top 5.
Top 5 fast food places. What are we
Guess
doing?
my list. Third
You
one.
guys will never get it. KFC,
Third one,
number 3.
The rocks at the bottom of an aquarium. No, go ahead.
A chocolate chip cookie.
Why did you just look
He's
up
just
like you're
thinking about it.
imagining
Guys,
them and not look at
For
your
those
phone?
of you who can't see Mateo right now, which
he's
is all
literally
of you,
holding
he went
his
like
phone.
this,
He
was
goes,
like,
Just want to make sure.
What was the third one?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
Water.
Mm-hmm.
Just number 2.
Yep. Number 1 is orange juice.
Things you ate yesterday.
No.
Got 'em.
Orange juice, water, chocolate chip cookies, McDonald's, Taco Bell.
They all have a C in their name.
Hey, how do you spell orange juice?
It's crazy. This guy.
Juice has a C.
We're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
If there's any doctors listening, we're gonna need you to come in and look at Devon.
Oh, man. Water.
Water.
Great beverage.
Is water wet? Water.
Oh, I could talk about that all day.
Okay, please don't.
Please
Nobody
don't.
wants to hear
We're
that.
already-
Water,
Sounds good.
orange
That's it.
juice, McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Oh,
chocolate chip
I
cookies.
have it.
Go ahead.
I don't. I got nothing. I was just
sweet.
kidding.
All right, give it to us. What is it?
Things that hit different after 11 p.m.
Disagree.
Dude,
Water?
This game is stupid.
You mean
Water?
like when you wake up from a dead sleep?
yeah, is that after 11 p.m.?
Not all the time. You ever woken up from a nap, brother? Oh, man.
Also, who's drinking orange juice in the middle of the night?
11 p.m. He's like gulping orange juice.
It's the
standing
most
next to his
refreshing
fridge.
thing on earth.
Straight out of the carton, too, probably. Mm-hmm.
How often do you wake up in the middle of the night and have a chocolate chip cookie?
How, like...
No, it's after 11 p.m., so I could be awake.
Let's
Like,
talk
go to
about
insomnia?
like how
I do intermittent fasting, so I don't
how much are
really-
you drinking? Like you got to
I
wipe
don't eat
some of
after
the
7 p.m.
you got to wipe some of the orange juice off the stash after. Like that's how you're indulging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you drink it straight out of the carton or bottle, or do you pour it in a glass?
I just asked him that.
Yeah,
He said
straight.
yes, straight.
I stand
carton.
in front of the
He did?
fridge
Yeah,
My
brother.
bad.
with the door open while I drink it, and then I put it back.
The light of the fridge is the only thing illuminating your room, and it's just.
I can't tell you the last time I woke up in the middle of the night.
Mateo
and went
has a
in the
full-size
kitchen.
I
fridge.
was going to say,
in
do
his
I have my
bedroom.
fridge in my bedroom?
He sleeps with one of those backpacks.
It's one of the ones with the
orange
ice
juice.
maker. He likes the noise of the ice maker. Just puts him to sleep
When's the last time you woke up in the middle of the night and went to the kitchen?
every night. I have a
Really?
3-year-old son.
No, I don't mean for that, dude.
For food and stuff.
like you personally, like you woke up and you're like, I need a drink, and you like,
Rarely.
yeah, no, I, can't remember.
I
the
always
last
have
time
like a
I've done-
cup of water though.
I can't remember the last time I've ever done
Like
that.
next to you?
Yeah, like
But I
open
drink
cup.
all day long. I'm really hydrated.
That's gross.
Why is that gross?
Just have like an open cup of water sitting for hours, and then you drink it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I have this argument with my wife all the time. Water doesn't go bad.
No,
Like, are
the
we,
reason
like, are we
water
serious
expires
right
is
now?
because the plastic would eventually break
Yeah,
down.
no,
the water
but things
wouldn't.
get in it. Like
Ooh,
there's
what's
dust.
getting
What?
in
What
it,
are you-
dust.
Okay, you know how
Even
much
walking
dust is in
around
my
all
body?
day. I just took dust in. Like, what are we talking about right
Yeah,
now?
I'm inhaling skin particles as we speak.
There's if there's a glass of water next to my wife's side of the
Go get a
bed,
mask.
right, and it's there for like a day,
Yeah.
right. She put it there last night. Now it's the following night, and
Yeah,
it's still there.
of
And the
course.
kids are like, "I'm thirsty. Can I have some of your water?" And Summer will be like, "No, it's old. Go get
Nah,
get
that's
yourself
good
a
water.
new one."
That's good water.
That's insane.
You know what? Most of the world is drinking in comparison to that
yeah,
water.
seriously.
You'll be fine.
Thank you.
Yes, you'll be fine.
Thank you.
Go drink some river water from the Amazon and tell me how you feel.
Exactly. Go walk 2 miles through Kenya to get clean water, and
Yeah.
then tell me how you feel about that old water.
Old water. dude.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. What are you looking up?
First
over there?
world problem.
Just to see if it does expire.
He's looking up if water expires.
I don't think it
Mateo.
does. I think you're right. I think it's the plastic that
Of
degrades
course I'm
the,
right.
like the microplastics.
I've never been wrong.
If it's in a plastic bottle,
Yep.
but even that, I don't care.
Like honey.
You haven't
Honey
heard of
doesn't go bad, right?
microplastics?
I'll refill a Poland Springs bottle 10 times and just drink
Yeah,
out of
no
it.
problem.
I don't care at all.
No problem. I'll drink right out of the tap. My wife does not like
There's
that.
literally nothing that we do
That's-
that doesn't give us cancer.
Yeah, you ever
Like,
do
what-
that? You just go straight tap, straight to the
straight under, straight to the
drink?
dome.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I have a Brita filter.
You,
This
you don't
guy
just
is-
go crank it on. take a sip. Straight up town water.
Well water.
Well water.
Yeah, you're in Trumbull. That's
I
probably
was gonna
well
say
water.
you doing that if you live in Michigan?
Yeah, Flint. I'll take it.
You're doing that in Michigan.
I'll take Flint water, dude. No problem.
I take my probiotic every morning with tap water.
Yeah, dude. Just
you need a little bit of that. What's the thing that's in tap water? That's in fluoride. You need a little bit of it.
Midichlorians.
You need it. Not a ton of it. That's why they say don't drink tap water for everything. But I mean, you think about this, right? Like people will say, like people will say, oh, I only eat organic, but then you go out to dinner, so no, you don't only eat organic. Or people will say like, I don't drink tap water, and then they'll go.
I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but there's somebody who likes buying organic food all the time, especially at my house. And then
she lives there.
They are like, yeah, but also I need a pack of Oreos, and they'll just like rip through it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I have one of those at my house.
I'm like, dude, why are we buying organic chicken then? I'm just eating this anyway. Yeah. I'm ripping.
I'll buy
Doritos
like
and
heaven
Oreos.
forbid, right? But again, it was conflict. Heaven forbid, like I buy the wrong, ground beef or chicken or whatever.
It's pasture
and it's like
raised.
this is not the right or these are the wrong kind of eggs or whatever. And then on Thursday it's 8:00 and it's like, let's order McDonald's. It's like, what the heck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like pick a lane. What are we? Or like
nah.
You're mad about my eggs because they couldn't get to run around by themselves.
Yeah.
But we're eating McDonald's.
Chickens
like,
had
what?
hobbies.
I don't believe that at all.
What?
All those eggs are the same.
No, they're all the same eggs.
Yeah.
100%.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Cage free.
1,000%. Cage free.
Cage free.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
Pasture raised.
Cage free.
That's crazy.
Pasture raised, grass fed. They're all eating grass. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Plus, what if the grass? Oh, grass fed. What if it's got
brown
pesticides
grass?
all over it? Mateo's worried about eating dust.
Yeah.
What if the grass has dirt all in it? Now we're eating that. Like what? Like,
yeah, bro. Yeah, he said eating dust, and then he's like McDonald's and Taco Bell after 11 a.m.
Yeah,
he's throwing that in his body right before bedtime.
What a contradiction!
I just want some fresh water.
I'm not drinking
dude.
that day old water, but give me that meat that's been microwaved 18 times.
Still good though.
Still great.
Still good
Still
though.
slaps.
Taco Bell meat might be worse than McDonald's.
Taco Bell meat is horse meat. There's no real.
No, that's Burger King.
Either one.
But it's
I've seen a
flame
video,
broiled,
it's
and
like-
it is delicious.
It comes
horse
out like
meat.
a purple goo
What?
from McDonald's for the chicken.
You can leave. Have you seen the
The
videos
fries,
where they
yeah.
leave the McDonald's burger out for like 2 years and there's no
Nothing.
mold
Yeah.
because of all the
preservatives
in it?
Dude, that's what it is.
Do
Give
you
me the
know
preservatives.
which horrible marketing by them? Burger King. I don't know why they don't market it. No preservatives.
They've
You leave-
marketed it.
Yeah, but not well enough.
They have an ad
Not
where
well
because their
enough.
they
food
sit
tastes
out
like
and it
garbage.
gets-
So
Dude,
it's like no
Burger
preservatives.
King-
It's like,
Burger
wow,
King
well, if the
slaps.
preservatives are going to make
Burger
me
King,
feel
if you're
better.
watching right now, send me some chicken fries.
Chicken fries.
Slap
Burger
so
King
much that their
slaps.
Shelton location shut down. Thank you.
That's because Dutch
I
is
rest my
across the
case.
street. And now Colony Grill's going in there.
We love
But I don't care about any of that because all I care about is Dave
Carter.
Grant's catering.
Or
If anybody's
Dave
watching
Carter.
this too, yeah. What is it?
Nobody's watching this anymore.
No.
Everyone has shut it off.
We've shut it off. Okay. We have one last thank you that we need to make at the end of this episode. Thank you to all of our family, friends, people who watch from far away, but a specific shout out to Kyle and Rebecca. They watch us from up north in Connecticut. They attend our online campus, and then they attend another awesome church up in East Hartford. But we wanted to say a specific thank you to you.
Huge thank you.
Huge thank you to listening each week, to being
Sent us a really nice encouraging letter.
encouraging letter, encouraging card. It's, again, we come in here every week and we're like, oh, this is going to be fun, but it means a lot to people, and so it means a lot to us to know that. So Kyle, Rebecca, thank you again for your encouraging words, and thank you to everybody who's commented.
For sure.
and made
Again,
some notes.
follow us. Social media, they'll put it all up. Devon's, mine, the podcast, our TikTok. If you're on there, get on there. So many different ways you can get caught up with everything that we have going on. And if you follow us personally on Instagram, you'll get an insight into some of the crazy people we live with and that we talk about all the time.
Funny things that we do.
So make sure we want some posts of Chi. soon.
Dude, she has been ripping it.
All right, good.
Yeah.
We need some
We love
posts.
it.
Some updates.
Maybe next week.
Dude, I forgot to do one this morning.
Oh no, you
just
better rush
remembered.
home.
Dude, I got to go home right
Tell
now.
Sai to wait in the car before he gets out
Yeah.
after school.
That's good.
We will have a Christmas episode next week, I believe.
Is
right?
this the... Isn't this the
No.
Christmas
No,
episode?
this is
No, we
Oh,
could-
today-
Christmas
we-
theme?
Today is
Oh, dude, I
December
got to order
5th.
my sweater.
Yeah, we're ready. So make sure that you tune in next week. Follow us on socials. Be there Sunday at church, all the different ways to get connected. We hope that you have a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week. Cue the outro music now.